professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Irv got it on Drink Champs. Holy moly guacamole. There's a bunch of clips of Irv just being extra. And if you've ever watched, like, Irv Gotti had a reality show. Irv Gotti was a producer slash label executive, Murder Inc. Records. You know, Ja Rule, Ashanti, Lloyd. You get what I'm saying? Most notable figures. Tied to, in some ways, DMX and Jay-Z. Worked at Def Jam. But his ego has always, if you watched him over the years, always been a little extra. Everybody loves his work ethic, loves his eye for talent, loves his eye for making something good great. He's great at those things. But he seems to have this tendency of being extra. And he's on Drink Champs, and they bring up Ashanti, and then he starts, you know, he's getting insecure. And, you know, Norikin's like, you know, as a hurt dude before, you know, I've been hurt before. I can tell you still hurting. 20 years later. And here's the issue. And Fat Joe comes out talking, and then Ja Rule has to step in. And you can tell Ja Rule has love for his guy. That's his guy. But he knows his guy overdoes it. That's why he always has to play Switzerland. When you're that friend and you got love and you riding with your friend, but you always have to play Switzerland with your other friends, which means neutral territory, you know, we could just, you know, let's be cool over here. That means your friend's normally out of pocket. You know, unfortunately, he has this thing where he comes off like he's going to disrespect you. You know, and if you listen to his relationships, he had a falling out with J-Lo because of being extra. Falling out with Ashanti, being extra. Falling out with his wife because he was over cocky and greedy cheating, being extra. You know, when they say he had a fall, like him and Dame Dash don't see eye to eye in a sense. But there's some other people too. He just had a falling out with Fat Joe because of this stuff. You know, and he could have had a falling out with Ja. I don't know. You know, but sometimes he's trying to he tries to take on this I would say Italian mafioso type of persona, and it's like, bro, chill out before somebody punch you in your mouth. You know, because some of this stuff is highly unnecessary, and it's not offensive, but it's aggravating. And sometimes when you become confident, that's one thing. But when you get arrogant, that it's like, okay, is this a defense mechanism for your insecurities? Because people can see he still got issues with how things went down with him and Ashanti. But here's the thing. You did your dirt. So if the girl you like stabbed you in the back like you stabbed the woman in the back that you supposedly like, it's called, you know, fair exchange, no robbery. It's called, you know, it is what it is. You know, but this I gotta be a jerk and you gonna love it, it doesn't come off well. You know, it comes off a little bit scatterbrained, you know, not necessarily, not just lacking tact, lacking class, because there comes a point where he's done some dope stuff. I'm not even gonna front. Even on that show, I remember his ex-wife, the first kid isn't his, the oldest isn't his, quote unquote, biologically. But he told her, you know, hey man, I'll adopt you. You can have my last name. You one of us. And that was dope. You know, very dope. So this is a guy who has these great things about him, but unfortunately, sometimes his antics and his attitude overshadows the great things because he goes too left. So is that confidence or insecurity? Because this is the bulk of what I'm getting at. When people do that, sometimes people assume that people's love for them outweighs their disrespect. And that's not true. Sometimes people could love you and really have love for you and love you from afar because your disrespect is just, even with love, isn't tolerable. They love you so much that they don't want to, that they won't break your neck because you deserve it. You see what I'm saying? So this goes on over and over and over again in life. So the problem is when you do this type of stuff, you open a door for a lot of unnecessary drama. You see what I'm saying? Unnecessary. So some people, sometimes you gotta quote unquote be aggressive to get what you want. I get it. But sometimes, and even those people who say they have to be aggressive and assertive, they only do that with certain people. They only do that with certain people because they know if they get aggressive and assertive with real aggressive and assertive people, they're not ready for what's gonna come. It's like a bully picking on a kid who wasn't even about that. So to me, a lot of that came off as insecurity, but some people think it's confidence. You tell me. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.